Welcome to our Tuesday night training. My name's DJ. I got my counterpart, Tim, here from Rapid Funnels. A lot of you guys know we created and invested a lot of time, energy, and money into a system called the Levarti Marketing App. And I'm telling you right now, here's what I want you guys to understand. What you track gets measured, and what you measure, you can improve upon. There's a lot of people that join a side hustle, a network marketing company, affiliate marketing company, and they don't get the success they're looking for. And the reason is because they don't have the right tools. They don't have the right systems to scale a business. See, if you treat a business like a hobby, like I like golf, okay? Golf costs me money. I like pickleball, costs me money at times, right? Those are hobbies. They don't make me money, all right? So if you treat this like a business and run this like a professional business, you will make professional money. And one thing that Jake and I agreed upon early on when we started Levarti is we want to create the best track for you to win on. We want to have the right systems, the right tools, the right culture, the right leadership, which we've created. Most companies, just so you know, don't have these setups and these tools until they're doing 1, 2, 3 million a month in business. They're 2, 3, 4 years old. They're trying to figure out their identity. I can tell you right now, we are light years ahead, and we started this idea in June, and it's only December of 2023. And I'm telling you, when we come out of our event in February 2024, we will have a company that looks like it's been in business for 5 years because it'll be that good, all right? So for those of you that are here during pre-launch, I commend you. I appreciate you. I respect you for having the trust and the blind faith in us and our vision, because our vision will become a reality. And I'm just grateful that you guys see that same vision as well. So one thing I'm going to bring on is my buddy Tim here at Rapid Funnels. I want you to understand something. And I said this last week, and I'm going to say it again. Don't get frustrated, get fascinated. When the iPhone first came out, I just got fascinated by it. I played around with all the buttons and gadgets, and I self-taught by just trial and error. So don't get frustrated if you don't know everything about the app. What that means is you're not using it enough, because the people that are using it enough the more you use it, the more the frustration goes away. If you just play around with it half-ass, you're going to be frustrated. But if you use it and start 5 new conversations a day and set up 3 people a day in your Levarti Marketing App, the Rapid Funnel, and send out 3 presentations a day, within a week, you're going to be fascinated and you won't be frustrated. So with that being said, I'm going to spotlight my buddy right here. Where are you? There you are. Tim, welcome to Tuesday night, my friend. I know you got about 20 minutes, so I want to first of all thank you. Merry Christmas. Thanks for making time for us today. I will unmute you because I know you're muted and you're panic mode there. I could tell it. I saw it on your face. Hold on one sec. There you go.
All right. Slight bit of panic mode, but I'll tell you what, part of the panic is, boy, that February event sounds pretty exciting. And I'll tell you what, DJ, I feel the same way you do about this opportunity right now. This is pre-launch, and what Levarti has done, what you guys have done in this phase of a company launch is absolutely remarkable, almost borderline shocking. And I'll say that from 25 plus years of experience, worked with top income earners in several different companies, became a top 5 income earner in 2 companies. I've really not seen anything quite like it. So I'll tell you, that January 2nd training that you're doing, I cannot wait to learn what you're teaching there. And this is coming from someone, you guys, that, again, a lot of experience. I had 48 consecutive months of over 1,000 people joining my team. And our first reach out was welcome to the team. And so I understand the concepts, and I just cannot wait to continue to learn from what you guys are doing, what you're up to. And I feel very honored and privileged to be able to participate in making sure that for those of you that are here now, especially like DJ, you shared, that you guys win and you're in this position to be able to really maximize this. You know, DJ, as you were finishing the first session, you know, you shared something about income and what's happening in the world. I just want to share with you guys that my mentor in the late 90s taught me that attitude is everything. Attitude is everything. Attitude and activity. So for many years, my personal team was the A team. Attitude and activity. Not Alt Vader, my last name, attitude and activity. He also told me that income was really about action plus energy. If you put your energy in front of your action and you decide to bring whatever energy you can to every engagement, which is a term you'll hear us use over and over again from this point forward, you are positioning yourself, you're arming yourself with the probability of major wins every single week, not possibility. And then last thing, DJ, you got me so excited there and a little panicked when I couldn't unmute. You talked about 5 a day. I'll tell you something. I've been working with Rapid Funnel under the hood for far more than a year now, a year and a half. First in a corporate setting with thousands of people using the app, and then now with about a dozen clients that I have the privilege of working with. When you guys commit to doing, if you're not already doing, which some of you are, you guys have a contest, and DJ, you already have people all over the leaderboard. But when you guys commit to 5 a day of authentic sharing, we're going to talk about that today with the demo, you will win. And you will especially win because you've landed here at this timing in this company with these great leaders that you have. So with that, DJ, I'll share screens real quick. We'll take about 20 minutes. Tonight, I do have a hard close at the top of the hour, but always know, you guys, that I'm committed to this. And whatever you need, and DJ, if people have questions after session, always know that you can have your team send them my way. We'll get them not only answers, but hands-on help, especially if it's focused on action and the activity of what we're up to. Fair enough? All right, let's go. Okay, you guys. Now, last week, our focus was adding contact to the app, because that's really what gets it started. That's where the rubber hits the road. When you can start using this tool to do your business for you, you've got some leverage. So in the chat, if anyone's willing to, who is willing to, in the past week or so, put at least a person in your app and start to experience, as DJ said, the fascination of possibilities of a tool set? All right. Oh, fantastic. There you go. There's a lot of groups, you guys, that literally will wait till week 4, week 5 of training to see how this button or that button or this color button works in the app before adding someone. You guys are ahead of the game. I love that energy about this team. So I'm going to share my slide, and we're going to talk about how to make a proper exposure. So hang on here 1 second. Let me make sure that you guys are seeing me here. Did that work properly here? Let's see here. Hang on 1 second. Sorry about this.
Let you know when I see it.
Do you see it now?
Yep.
Okay, fantastic. So we're going to talk about how to make a proper exposure. We're going to go through a couple challenges quickly because we've already talked about some of this stuff. And then we're going to go to your app, which, by the way, in this early phase, you guys are in pre-rollout as a company. And in this early phase of this amazing tool, you guys have already done an amazing job laying out the exact pathway to major success here, which I love. So here's the thing. With our industry, the difficulties are, as DJ, as you talked about, let me go back to my show here. As you talked about, even early on, is with all the digital marketing possibilities out there. I was one before Rapid Funnel. Even a handful of years ago, you guys, I was still introducing people to things such as Infusionsoft, ClickFunnels, especially if I bump into the great leaders that you guys have. I wanted to make sure they could maximize, their marketing ability and their ability to get a message out there and have people come to them and raise their hands. But guess what? Not everyone can do that. I mean, frankly, I'm not DJ. I'm not going to try to do what DJ does and bring that type of energy and the type of mindset to create this company. This is rare. So what we have done here is we've taken the digital age, things such as everything from digital business card services, $25, CRMs, $25 a month, Infusionsoft, you got to pay $1,000 to go to an event called Confusionsoft to learn how to use it. And we've wiped those things out and said, we want you to utilize this technology. We really do. But we want you to do it in a way that you can do it, have your wins, and potentially and hopefully have your best year yet in 2024. And then if you decide to add some icing on the cake later with some additional marketing, hey, more power to you, and you will understand how to scale it at that point. The other thing that happens is, especially this time of year, I don't know about you guys, but I've run into all kinds of people throughout this last week or so. But I'll tell you something, even though I'm not actively building in this industry right now, I'm building with you guys. I'm helping you build your businesses. I put so many contacts in my personal Rapid Funnel because it allows me to say who this is. And were they impressive to me? And what industry are they in? If I believe that they have the potential to be great here in this company, guess who that contact is going to? Well, hopefully me, but it may go to DJ, right? Or one of you guys. And so what this allows you to do is remember exactly where you meet someone, what you shared, when to follow up, and even, when is the best time to follow up? Is this the right person to follow up with right now? And a lot of times when I see people that are really excited about something like this company, they're sort of doing it in a, it's like the quarterback has 9 footballs and they're throwing them in all directions. And so in that type of a case, that's not a very strategic offense. Whereas what we want to make sure you do is have the exact play call at the exact time, score a touchdown, get the ball back, do it again and again and again. So the solution, we want to teach you to use a simple process and most importantly, be able to do it, create wins. And when you create a win here, DJ, in a new affiliate, they join here, typically in our space. And DJ, you've been in this space for quite some time. When a new person joins a company, how long average is it before they start taking action to build a business? Weeks, right? And if we know, and some of you know, if we can help them get a win in their first week or their first day, or frankly, I love their first hour, this changes their entire career because of their perspective. Here's what else I'll share. If you guys decide that after this session today, here in about 15 minutes, that you take action and create a win, and you do it after this session, my mentor always told me, watch what happens to the people that join a Zoom or come to an event. Watch what happens in the 15 minutes after. Watch what happens in the half hour after. Watch what happens in the 1 day after. When someone is motivated, when someone has made a decision to win, it's all about decision. The word decision means you can't go back, you're forward. You'll see action. I want to make sure you guys know how to take the action so that DJ and Jake, they look in the app and say, oh my gosh, we are seeing who's going to run with this and become the leaders in the new year. And then finally, I want to share with you guys that you guys have done an amazing job with what I call your standard version. Everyone that joins this team gets this tool on day 1, and literally they don't have to even pull out a card or anything. They get great tools. But I do want to tell you that as you do more and more from this point forward, even day by day, not just week by week or month by month, that the pro version does give you, because DJ, I heard you talk about statistics and metrics and tracking. Some people have 15 to 30 minutes a day. I want to make sure that those 30 minutes produce 2, 3, 5 hours of production and activity. So if someone has an hour a day, let's do in an hour what we used to be able to do in a week, right? So that's the goal. Create maximum effectiveness and efficiency with tool sets as you're learning to fascinate yourself, not frustrate. If you do frustrate, listen, I have the same story about that DJ does with his phone, except someone told me you can't break the phone. Well, you can if you throw it. You can throw this phone, you can throw your tool, you can throw your desktop, you can break your phone, you will not break the app. If something is broken on your app, let us know at customer service, put a ticket in, we will fix it, I promise you. So I'm going to stop here, DJ, and then I'm going to go right into your app, okay? Which is my favorite part, because I get to share with you guys real time what's in here, the leaderboard, what's happening on the team, and how to make a great exposure. Okay, let's see here. Share.
Somebody did ask while you're doing that, is this marketing app available for affiliates only? Yeah, anybody that's a part of Levarti has access to it, and it has all our content in it. So nobody outside of our company would benefit with our Levarti marketing app with Rapid Funnels.
That's correct. Right. But I'll tell you what, DJ, I work with quite a few clients. There's a couple clients I have that when I go in their app and I get to work with their great field and people are excited, they don't have resources in there like this. They don't have, what I love about this is how the resources are mapped out. Look at this, you guys. First, I have to do this all the time because I love this. So brand new, you guys are brand new. I got to meet you guys a couple of weeks ago. DJ, you're doing a Kickstart contest. And typically you might have a couple people doing something because we're brand new. We've got people at 30 points. We got people almost at 20 points. And there, what I love also, on the leadership screen, before I can scroll my thumb, are your leaders. Very, very impressive. So I'm going to go back out of this to the home screen. What I want to share with you today is how to create a proper exposure. So this isn't about adding more action or to-dos to your plate, and it's not about just adding more knowledge. You'll have more knowledge by default just by doing. Anytime you do something for the first time, it's the first time you've done it. Someone asked me, in fact, this is sort of wild. I was telling someone, DJ, about Levarti just recently, no kidding. And they said, well, I've never heard of it. And I said, well, everything that you've ever heard of, there was a first time. This is it. So this is for everybody here. You've just heard about this and you guys already have so many great things here. So proper exposure leads to proper engagement. Proper engagement leads to excitement about the product, enrollment of new affiliates. So it's one thing to upload a bunch of contacts. It's another thing to make a proper exposure. Let me show you first how great the resource stack is here. And you'll hear me call this a technology stack, because it's not just let's send something to someone. Each week we cover a new set of functionality. Next week we cover your digital business card. There are digital business card companies that charge $5, $20, $30. This is included in your technology stack. It's also included in your standard version. But there's bells and whistles here that you guys have access to that are perfect for your industry and space. Today, we're looking at your resources. So look at this. In your resources section, look how your team has laid this out for you. Peak interest. Look at this. Step 1. Step 2. Step 3. This is perfect, because what does it tell you to do first? Step 1, use your engage message. Step 2, use your transition message to ask the question, send content, and then you start your follow-up right here. So I got to tell you, kudos to your team, because most companies, they do a good job of loading up what I would call company resources. Some pre-written messages, perhaps, a video, perhaps, which is so critical, because we want to know, does someone watch our video? And if so, how long do they watch it, right? That's what creates a quality exposure and a quality engagement. But I have 2 or 3 clients total across the board that have ever set up for their people from day 1, step 1, step 2, step 3. And I love it that also it's done in opportunity the same way. Look at this, you guys. Step 1, step 2, step 3. So thinking as an affiliate, guess what I'd be doing all day, DJ? Step 1, step 2, step 3, step 1, step 2, step 3. And I'd be looking all day in my app at the activity log to see, oh, who opened this? Okay, now I'm on to step 2 with them. Who opened this? Now I'm on to step 3 with them. It makes it so simple. And the reality is, sometimes our industry is not simple. You know, sometimes a person joins company XYZ and they've got 900 YouTube videos out there somewhere. Or they met their neighbor and their neighbor inspired them, which is great, but they still don't know what to do. This is exactly what to do. DJ is right. You guys commit to 5 quality exposures a day with this process that's been put in this amazing tool, you will win. Back to our homepage. Now, that's the resources page, but I want to set you guys up for the most significant wins you can have. And that involves I'll call it the Rapid Funnel / Levarti Marketing App 24/7 tracking algorithm. This works regardless if we do. DJ could be on the beaches somewhere in Cabo, and this is still going to be telling him who of all the people in the app that DJ has added, because we can't take the contact info, it's yours. You own all your data here. That's very different than LinkedIn, Facebook, anywhere else. But what it does is it monitors 24/7. Let's say I have 1,000 people in this app. It monitors everything they do on their own time, on their own dime, and tells me same day and every day, in fact, real time, every hour, who's the next person to follow up and what do I do? Here's how to set that up and create the quality engagements that we're talking about. We actually start not from the resources screen, we start from your contacts. That's why last week we started with week 1. Here's how you bring in a contact. And we showed you how to import from your phone using right up here. You can use things such as the contact wizard, the plus button right down here at the bottom to add a contact manually, or my favorite, the wizard up here at the top, looks like a little magic wand. You click that, and right there at the top, if I click that button, I don't know about you, DJ, but I've been around a while. I got like 1,000, 2,000 people in my phone. I could literally add 10, 20, 30 at a time. Now, I always recommend not adding 10, 20, or 30 at a time, because we're not going to follow up with that many today, most likely. What I typically add, or what I typically do, let me go back to the home screen. I'm going to exit the wizard here. What I typically do is add just the amount of people I'm going to work with today. And I do that because there's some power in saying I'm going to commit to 5 a day, as DJ said, and then checking that off. When you see yourself check that off every day, you build up a momentum of activity, but not just activity. I mean, someone could go do their laundry every day and this is action, but this is the activity that creates income in our space. That's why it's so critical. So what we're going to do is create, let's say you've done what we talked about last week. You started adding contacts in your app. Here's my next challenge to you. And this is an official challenge starting today and all through the rest of this month, because you guys have a challenge in here that matches this right in your app. My challenge to you is continue to add people every day into your app and then start this engagement process like this. So I go back to your contacts, and let's say I'm going to go to Marie here. Now, according to this, put my spectacles on. Marie seems to be a retired scientist. She may have even won a Nobel Prize for physics, it looks like. Okay. Definitely very interesting contact, I'm sure. Now, for some reason, someone only gave her 3 stars here at the top. Now, that may actually impact the rating. Now, if I had met Marie and I think, okay, you know what, she's quite interested in this and loves travel, I'm going to actually probably try to move that up to 5 stars because that impacts the hot list. The hot list tells you every day who are your quote unquote hottest contacts to reach out to and call. Now, here's something amazing. If I put Marie in, and I wonder where Patrick got that photo of Marie in my career. I haven't seen that before. It's sort of crazy. Anyway, if I did this and put Marie as a 5, and let's say I sent an invitation to take a look, and Marie does nothing, the system downgrades gradually the score of this contact because they're not as good of a contact right now as I thought they were. There's a saying in our space, you probably heard it, it goes, if we don't get them in the rinse, we'll get them in the wash, right? Or we don't get them in the wash, we'll get them in the rinse, vice versa. So the thing is, if you meet someone and you'd love to work with them, great. It might be today, it might be tomorrow, it might be next year, but let's make sure they have the chance to join you. Let's make sure we never put it out of their possibility to benefit from working with you. So here's what I want to do. If I'm going to now start making quality engagements, I'm only going to ever send anything from this screen, the actual contact screen of Marie. So I'm going to say, I'm going to send Marie a resource. When I click send resource, look what it does. It automatically pulls up the resource screen. But because I did it from the contact screen, now there's this magical tracking link. So if I say, okay, I'm going to pique interest, I'm going to send the engage message. And look at this. I love this, you guys. Look at this. All of these different possibilities, for even an engage message. So let's say I had posted something on social and I saw Marie in my feed. Fair enough. But let's say I've got her contact info. So what I'm going to do is say, oh, I want to send this message. Just saw you in my feed. Now, don't forget, you can preview every single message. Look how great that is. Just saw you in my feed. What's new? You can put that right there on social. So this team, they have done just so much great work. Or we could send this via text. There's so many things we could do. Let's say it happens to be Marie's birthday, and I want to send this via text. Because I started from the Marie screen, not the resource screen, even if I send a text, watch this, you guys. I'm going to send it to her phone. Now, one would think, oh, we're going to be sending this through Rapid Funnel. No, we're going to send it through your phone, but we're going to track everything because you started this within your amazing Levarti marketing tool. So I'm going to send this birthday message. Look at this. Already pulls up the message. Happy birthday. Hope your new year's going great so far. Wishing nothing but prosperity and growth because of Levarti. No, enjoy your day. That type of thing. Now, if I send this, and I'll go ahead and send it. Patrick's getting a birthday message now, by the way. When I send this, and Patrick, or in this case, Marie, looks at that message, which Patrick probably will, when I go over to my activity log, right now, as you can see at the top, it says I sent the birthday message. So whenever I wonder what's going on with Marie, I can go right here and look at all the log of everything that's happening. Now, if Patrick happens to reply or open this message, even when we're on this session, when I go back to activity log, you guys, it'll say that it's opened. Or if I had sent Patrick a video from this contact screen, it would show me not only did they watch the video, it would show me how long. Now you know exactly who to follow up with and how. Watch this. The way that your contacts work with the rest of your amazing tool is this way. Up at the very top of all of your contacts, this is why every day you want to add a few more. Oh, I've even got Napoleon here. Now, I see no stars for Napoleon Hill. Someone does not understand what this man has been up to. So when I look at this app back here, I've got at the very top my hot list. This tells me of all the people I'm working with and sent things to and are in an email campaign and have sent a video to on their own time and their own dime. Who's on the hot list because of what they've done. If anyone's on my hot list, that's someone that deserves a follow-up. And it's someone that, especially with your offer, they're going to likely be part of your team. And then finally, the activity log. Every single day, this tells you exactly what's happened every single day, by who, by what contact, how long they watch, what they clicked on, so that you know exactly who to follow up with. Sometimes you think you have the great prospect and they just don't ever open anything. But yet a year from now, they might, or a week from now, they might. But we want you to know who to follow up with today, who's the hottest contact you have right now today to follow up with. And I'll tell you what, if you don't have a lot of people on your activity log and your hot list from today, add 5 more and let's go, right? So this is up to you guys. This is an easy activity. My challenge to you is this. Next week, and we're going to do this, I believe, DJ, we said via recording, if I remember correctly, because I'll be traveling back from visiting my daughters in SoCal. Next week, we're going to focus on showing you how to utilize your digital business card to use that for an exposure, different ways to market with that, the QR code that's attached to it. Let's say you're at an event or whatnot. So we use that, but I also want to show you a couple more, let's say ninja tricks for your follow-ups, because by next week, many of you will have a lot more people in your contact area. You'll have more people on your activity log, more people in your contact, in your hot list. And so I want to make sure you know how to maximize that and move people to your finish line even faster. DJ, did you see any questions as we were going along here? Because I know we're almost out of time today.
Yeah, and I can answer it too, because I know you're limited. One, my friend Richard asked, how can you send on Facebook Messenger or even Twitter? And the answer is the exact same way. When he clicked on the resource he wanted to send, it pulls up email, text, or that other with the 3 little balls in the lines, and that brings you to WhatsApp or Twitter or Instagram or Facebook or all the different ways. You got
It's
a lot.
a growing list. It's a growing list, DJ. Every month we have to add new socials on there. So yes, you can use this on social. And we are doing some things, our development team, to make that even better. Oh my gosh, you got to hear about it today. Look out, you guys. It's going to get better and better.
Yeah. Awesome, man. Well, we're first and foremost, thank you for your time. I know it's a holiday week before Christmas. It's Hanukkah. People are celebrating their beliefs and just the end of the year. And so to have this amount of many people the week before Christmas, yes. Kudos to all of you guys for showing up. And just so you're aware, this Saturday, we are doing a Saturday training, yes. And we're launching some pretty special things. And next Tuesday, the day after Christmas, I will be doing a presentation, and then we will have another Rapid Funnels training that we'll deliver for you on Tuesday as well. But this Thursday, Jake is going to be doing a presentation for you guys. Make sure you plug in. He's going to have a special guest from MSC, which is our cruise line that we're going to be going on in June. They're going to have a guest speaker that is in corporate there as well. So we're running through the finish line, guys. Tim, thank you so much. Happy New Year. Appreciate your time. Great value add. And we'll do more deep dives. Just so you guys know, I'll edit this. I'll post it in the Facebook group. But also the training on how to use the app is in, there's even a section in the Rapid Funnel Training app where you can actually go learn ahead of time and then use these as a refresher as well. So appreciate you, Tim. I know you got to bounce. Thank you guys.
No place else I'd rather be, my friend. No place else I'd rather be. Love you guys. Cannot wait to see you next week. Happy holidays and look out. 2024 is your year. Let's go.
Awesome, man. Thanks, guys. Take care, everybody.